Disclaimer, as somebody who's from the LGBT community, these are strictly my opinions and my opinions alone. We LGBT people are not a monolith. We're our own individuals with our own opinions. And most of us libertarian or conservative LGBT community members have different opinions than those who are liberal. So this is probably going to be a controversial video, but I'm not new to making controversial videos. So nonetheless, here's my opinion on something that reoccurred again on the internet, and that is transgender people using the bathroom of their choice. As I stated, being a member of the LGBT community, I have no problem with transgender people whatsoever. I really don't. They're people who feel as if they were born in the wrong gender and then they transition to the other gender they feel that they should have been born as. Perfectly fine with me. But there's a line somewhere in our societal laws where we're creating laws for transgender people so they could be treated more fairly in our society, which is all fine and dandy with me. But also, as somebody who has younger siblings, I can understand why gay and straight parents are uneasy about allowing transgender people to use the bathroom of their choice. Because you do have registered sex offenders in the United States. Seriously, go to familywatchdog.com and type in your address. You'll get a shit ton of registered and unregistered sex offenders that live in your area. And there are gay and straight parents, as I said, that feel uneasy about letting transgender people using the bathroom of their choice because the 1 out of 10 chance, the 1 out of 100 chance, and the 1 out of 10,000 chance of a genuine biological dude saying he's a chick so that he could use the women's bathroom and molest a girl is very fucking real. That's a real statistic, people. That isn't fucking made up. That is a genuine real statistic. The 1 out of 10 chance of that happening is very real. And this is why you have even grown women who are uneasy about letting transgender people using the bathroom of their choice, because that's kind of uneasy, especially for women, because women are more so likely to be victims of rape than a guy is. But not that I'm saying guys can't be raped. Of course guys can be raped, but it doesn't happen as often to guys as it does to women. So, with that being said, you have to understand something here. When women see a guy wearing a dress in the women's bathroom, they're freaked out. And I can understand why. Because being transgender is considered, gender dysphoria, transgender, is considered a mental disorder. Now, it's becoming socially acceptable as the means of, it doesn't make that person any less intelligent or any less of a human being, but it's still marked down as a mental disorder by psychology books in America and mostly around the globe. Because it's just not normal to wake up one day and say, hey, I'm transgender. No, you're either male or female or intersex, which is very rare, but in general, you're either male or female. That's what most people identify as one gender or the other. 1% of the world has gender dysphoria. And once again, it's very rare. It's not common. So, when people say that if a transgender woman doesn't have breasts, that they feel uneasy about them using the bathroom of their choice, I understand why. Because then that's just a dude in a dress using the women's bathroom, and that's very creepy to most people. And even Blair White, who is one of my favorite transgender YouTubers, said to Riley J. Dennis she understands why women don't want trannies using the bathroom of their choice, because unless people see breast on you, which for most people, breasts symbolize the female body, people get freaked out when transgender people go into the bathroom of their choice and they don't have anything resembling of a female body on them. People are freaked out when that happens, and rightfully so. But more so, gay and straight parents are concerned that giving this loophole to the transgender community, it will also open a can of worms for those perverts and those sex offenders to actually harm children in public restrooms, and they could get away with it because they could say that they're transgender. They could genuinely get away with that when those lawful loopholes are allowed. Now, my personal opinion is that, look, let transgender people use the bathroom of their choice. But if you see something suspicious, say something. Don't be silent and say, oh, well, they just started transitioning. No, there are visible signs of the female and male bodies. So if you see a guy with a big Adam's apple in a dress going into the women's bathroom, say something. Seriously. Because women don't have visible Adam's apples like men do. There are key characteristics to the male and female bodies. It's not just genitalia, it's other things too. So we have to, be cautious in society, especially when there's loopholes like this. There are perverts out there who are willing to hurt children and will hurt children, but when they see loopholes like this, they take advantage of it. And we gotta be cautious of these people. And this is why so many parents, gay and straight alike, are concerned that when laws like this are passed, that people will take advantage of these legal loopholes and hurt their children in public. So, look, as I said, being a member of the LGBT community, I have no problem with the trans part of the community. I have no problem with trans people whatsoever. I'm just concerned about people taking advantage of those loopholes and using those advantages to harm children. That's what I'm concerned about, considering I have 2 younger siblings myself. And I think the liberal aspect of the LGBT community doesn't want to acknowledge that there are people who are willing to take advantage of it because they don't want to be seen as homophobic or transphobic or whatever fucking phobic the LGBT community comes up with when you have somebody who has a reasonable understanding why they're concerned when specific laws like this are passed. So anyway, that's my last video on the topic, because it's a pointless thing. Look, if you gotta shit, you gotta shit. And if you're transgender, use the bathroom of your choice. By all means, go ahead. But if there's something suspicious, report it. By all means, report it. Don't stay silent. You have to report something if it doesn't seem right. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.